everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bears going up against the Colts. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. On 1st and 10, Locke looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry for the rookie, Jordan Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
No, check. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go with Howard again. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He'll return it from the 6. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, You really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Luck. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good game. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And complete to Moncrief over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Pernell McPherson's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Third and 2, Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Rolling to his right, and his throw here's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Luck. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd and 10, Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now with Turbin. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. tight end. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to right. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He hits White, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. Green 30.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd down following the run.
Detroit! Set! Green! Fine now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The gun now on 3rd down. His He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff to start it out to Turbin. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Here's Luck. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Jeff Locke now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. One receiver left is Hilton. Luck now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it's taken in at the 9. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A little 360. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, it's Locke. A dump down to Turbin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run here with Turbin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
From the red zone now, Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Robert Turbin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Howard on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're going to look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. 26 yards on the play there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They start on the ground here with Turbin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Play fake to Gore. It's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Bears' new signee from Denver, Danny Trevathan, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Play clock winding down. They run with Turbin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Deion Bush. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They go play action here on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And right with it here over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go now.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Luck. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll run again here with Turbin. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. On third down, they'll run with Gore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I don't know what more you can say about Adam Vinatieri in that career. Maybe the best to ever do this.
Let's be honest. Does anything faze him? Snow, playoff games, Super Bowls. Just watching this made me nervous. But he never broke a sweat.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.